Welcome back to Prime Basketball. Guys, y'all will find out this is some of the kind of content that I also like to grab. This is Scottie Pippen's take on his son's play, just like the Gary Payton take that I have. It's also another video. I'll probably get a copyright strike, but this is for my preservation of the sport I love. I love basketball. And I love the old players, the players from the 90s, the ones that I grew up with. So if you like this type of content, this is some of the other stuff that I put up. And if you go and take a look at my About, you'll see that I have over 100,000 views. I'll probably never make a penny off of any of this content. But like I said, this is for me and anyone that likes this type of content.
Close game here in Las Vegas, 63-60. Our previous game
First time I've
was
ever
decided
heard
on a free throw in the last second.
Scottie Pippen on his son's
Hall of Famer, top 75 at 75. Six-time champion Scottie Pippen and former teammate of our guy Smitty, going to be a teammate on this broadcast here now with us. Scottie Pippen, thanks for stopping by, hanging out with us. But let's start with your son. Seeing him out here, his dreams coming true. How does that make you feel as a dad?
Well, I'm proud, I must say, as a father. I've been around a lot of gyms with my son over the years, so I'm finally glad to see that, it's all coming together for him, and, he continues to work. It's great to see him out on the court and just, giving his best effort, and great to see him in a Laker uniform.
Scottie, for me to get a chance to see him playing, I just remember when he was a youngster, running around. It's a privilege for me. But I got to ask you this. He said, "Dad, stop playing me in one-on-one." He said he was wearing you out. Now, Scottie, please clarify this for me.
Smitty, I retired about 17 years ago. So my kids have constantly tried to get me back on the basketball court to see if they can get me to relive some of my old memories. But I know that that ship has sailed.
That's hilarious. Being teammates with Smitty, what was that like for you? Because for me, it's one of the best things in the world because he's just a smooth, cool dude. But for you, what was it like when you finally teamed up with Smitty after playing against him for so many years?
It was great. I spent a numerous amount of years competing against Smitty, and, he had that little step where he would just rock you to sleep and get by you, and I still haven't seen anyone perfect that move, and that move is now known as the Smitty move. But he was a great teammate, a great leader. He and I both know that we should have won a championship in Portland, and I know that that's something that we will always think about, having that opportunity to win a championship in Portland. But yeah, this guy's a great teammate, and I know it's an honor for you to be working with him.
Scottie, I work with Shaq, and he lets me know it all the time that I ain't have a chance to beat us. It just burns me up.
I know.
For me, getting a chance to play with this great player, one, Chris, he wasn't guarding me no more, so I was feeling good. But, playing with Scottie made the game easier for us. We had a lot of fun, and for me, just to watch his entire career competing against him, it was so hard because in the Eastern Conference, you talk about now, we will win 57, 58 games and still be a minus 14 in the win column because of what they were doing. So to play with him, it was an honor for me. And just also talk about Scottie, just watching your son. For me, I saw him score the basketball in Vanderbilt. He can do that now, but now he's running a point guard position. What I love best, we talked about it, he is defending at a high level.
Well, yeah, I think that's one of his strong points. I think that's something that he didn't really get a chance to utilize in college, is really getting up the floor in freshman basketball. A lot of games he kind of stay in the half-court game and kind of wait for the guy. So I think he's put a lot of time in his conditioning. That takes a lot of conditioning and hard work and effort and dedication to be able to play defense 94 feet season, So I love seeing the energy that he brings. And I like the fact now that he don't really have to look to score the basketball now, but look to be more of a playmaker. And I have to be the first one to say that he definitely needs to work on his lob pass, but he's not used to playing with too many guys that plays above the rim.
when did you know that he had a legit shot? Everyone thinks, 10, 11 years old, these kids, I can make it. But you knew what it takes to make it in the NBA. When did you say, okay, this is a real dream for you if you do this, that, and the third?
Well, I mean, it's still a work in progress, but I think, in high school, he started to show signs of being dedicated to the game, dedicated to working and wanting to get better and to be a better basketball player.
Great finish inside.
Wow.
So, for you, when you come to Summer League and you see the players developing, and you think about the highest level that you played, where's the
the
most enjoyable
producers?
part of it? Seeing these young
Go
guys.
get the kid in the
Well, I think
game.
a lot of these players,
I want to see his
I
reaction to
sort of
watching
watch
his son
their
play.
journey. They're maybe 1 or 2 years older than my son, but I've watched a lot of these players through, the EYBL, AAU, and just watching the development, whether it's through their growth or
It's
just
Summer
developing
League.
on the basketball court and building that confidence level up. And that's what a lot of these players are going to get out of this Summer League.
Scottie, it's a different era. We played in a more physical era for our hand checking, but when you watch what's going on right now, what do you like about the game of basketball?
Everything. You want to know what I don't like?
Yes.
That I can't get out there and join them. But I really love where the game is. Basketball to me has always been a shooter's game. And as you know, Smitty, when we was in the league, the game was much more physical. It wasn't really about guys just shooting the basketball from distance, from range. But that's what we're seeing, 20-some years, from where we played, is that these
Charles
players are
Oakley says, "Here,
becoming
hold my
great
beer."
shooters.
Do you think
Bill
players
and beer.
today
Here, hold
are
my beer.
better than players in your time period as far as total
Bill
package?
Walton even.
I would say yes.
I totally agree.
I think that, watching these players, the stamina, just the pace of the game, this is a tough game. I mean, to keep up with this pace, and you got to be able to make shots. So if you're not making shots, you're going to be sitting over there with the coach. So I think this is a tougher era to be successful in, because you need to be able to shoot the basketball.
He's coming in.
Bottom line, I mean, there's guys that can get to the hole and create opportunities, but the guys that shoot the
He's pointing it
basketball
out.
from range are much more valuable in today's game.
When you were at Central Arkansas, my guy Johnny Clark, right?
Yes. Look at you giving Johnny a shout out.
Give him a quick shout out, right? Shooting
There you
those,
go,
great
Adam.
guy. When you were there and you thought, okay, I'm going to try and go to the league, did you ever think that you would be one of the
There you go,
greatest
Bill.
players
Bill Bitch.
to ever play in the league?
No, never. But I just think that the work that I had to put in, being at a small school, paid off for me, and it allowed me to propel to
Just
a
like
level
Rodman.
that I didn't know that I could even get to.
Well, I would say, Scottie, watching you, obviously I'm a little bit younger, but I saw the maturation of your game, the work you put in, but I think more importantly, you had a competitive spirit that was second to none. I mean,
What was
you
that?
talk about competing. We all had talent, and there were some guys like Scottie had more talent, but when you're that talented, to have that much competitive spirit, that's what I enjoy. We appreciate you coming over
I
here.
appreciate it, man. Thanks,
Scottie,
guys.
it's been
Hey, I
great to watch
appreciate
your
y'all.
son. It was
Hit
great
the
to
thumbs
watch
up
you
button
play
if you like
top
this type of
75 at
content. I'll keep
75.
on putting it
we
out.
appreciate you. 5.5
Even if you don't
minutes left
watch
here
it.
in the fourth quarter
I'll put it
between
up for
Hornets
me.
and the Lakers.
As always, Cowboys keep them pistols firing.